have to
I think
face
90%
them.
of the players here are Swedish.
So here we are, a definitely different pitch than Trif.
Yep.
A really different one against Falco this time.
Yeah, he's playing against the Peach with the perfect punishes, dude. Against the inventor of modern Peach, basically.
So what do you think about that matchup at the pitch?
You know, Falco, traditionally we say it's Peach favorite, but with all the recent developments and all the 20xx stuff and the optimizing, I think Falco definitely can hold his own against her. With regards to the player matchup, though, I don't see Humpe giving Armada too much trouble. But he can all the time, like every time you can adjust. You know, every player can, like we saw with Amsa, be strong enough to overcome such a strong opponent.
Definitely. Look at that. Look at that. I love like the way Armada is floating. It was like you stay on the ground. I'll cover anything. You make your shot up, you're walking or anything. I will cover it. You make your high jump and just at a good high to make you an up air or an air or anything and punish you. It's like floating at the perfect distance to cover both. And look at that, knowing gonna go for the blaster and just sneaking under the blaster, finding that dash attack and that strong punish right after.
Dude, that was weak reverse bair to weak nair to strong nair, just to finish him off. Because if he would have hit the weak reverse bair to strong nair, it wouldn't have finished him off. He needed that extra percent, and Armada definitely knows his way around the percentage.
He's so precise, man.
Yeah. In his head, like, he is calculating all the punishes at all the time, you know? Like, he's one of the... He's a freaking, like, computer dude. He's a computer programmed to screw over people in Melee. That's gonna be it.
What do you think about Final Destination as first stage?
I don't quite agree with Humpe's choice. I mean, while Falco can give Peach a hard time because he can outrun her, like we saw with Amsa's Sheik again as well, Peach is a very slow character, so you can definitely, you know, play defensive and evasive against her. But then again, Peach's punishes are way too strong against Falco to ever pick that stage.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a bit harder maybe for Falco to reach a pitch that floats a certain high like this one.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like when you're in front of Falco, a bit above him, it's like super hard for him to reach that area, kind of. So I feel like without platform it's even harder. And look at that, the Swedish sniper at business.
Dude. That was a solid 3-stock there by Armada. I really disagree with the stage choice, also because of the chain grabs that Armada, of course, has perfected as well. Now we go to Yoshi's story. I think this might be Falco's best bet in that matchup, depending on what kind of Falco player you are, definitely, because Peach can be overwhelming at times against Falco, because her hitboxes are quite lingering, especially the back air, and you can cover a lot of like aerial space with it, while Falco tries to find his way around the platforms to outplay her. Ooh! Humpe going for the down air finisher there, but Armada not being impressed at all. And now this Shine Spike is going to be it. Not Shine Spike, but Shine off the top. It's going to be it. Humpe in the lead.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it's often like Falco get a good time on Yoshi's story against Floaty. Oh my god!
This is looking like, you remember, I remember like back in 07 or 08 when I first started playing Peach. My boy Luma, shout out to Luma from Berlin, he was like, you should watch this Armada kid from Sweden, like he's freaking insane, he's the Peach Revolution. That's what was when Armada was barely known, but there were already videos of him. So I downloaded a bunch of videos of Armada versus like Color W, and this looked like freaking vintage Armada, like those punishes, like the nair to nair to nair on a horizontal plane, dude. Armada. Remembering his roots right now.
The thing that's crazy is like he's building so many persons so precisely. He's not aiming at the edge guard situation like each time. Like this, whoa, Kupo was just insane. Sorry, from the center, I think, sending him upward and on the left and on the right and upwards to kill him. Yeah. That was just crazy, dude.
Oh, that down air, not gonna be enough though. 96%, but Armada I think he kinda bumped into the stage or something that stopped his momentum. It looked super weird that the down air didn't kill.
Oh!
That Shine back air though.
That the high jump neutral air also was really nice. Humpe finding tons of high jump neutral air like on the first game and on this one, and like oh look at that.
Oh my god! What the hell, Armada? And Humpe can't help but laugh. He is laughing his behind off, dude, because he knows this is ridiculous.
So yeah, his edge of neutral is really good actually, and I feel like he found some, and he definitely looked for some of really good punish afterwards. But now, oh, look at the shark, waiting!
You know what the funny thing is, when he was waiting there, Humpe could have just made a get-up attack and punished Armada actually for being a little bit too high, but he didn't think about it, apparently. Maybe he's just overwhelmed and just amazed by how Armada plays right now, because, dude, when you play against somebody and he's shooting a combo video in your face in tournament, you gotta be impressed. Oh my god! And that's the vintage Armada I'm talking about. You all remember when he did this to people at Genesis 1 when we were watching the VODs, you know, from Homemade Waffles.
That guy is crazy, man. That guy is crazy. So we're back on Yoshi's story. So we'll see maybe some good surprise again. Humpe did some quite like he took 2 stock like pretty nicely.
Yeah.
So who knows? Who knows?
He definitely had his moments, but Armada, dude, he just out punishes him very well.
Yeah. Definitely, it's like one punish you dead. That's it. That's Armada there.
And also, like, Humpe is a very unconventional Falco player. He will go for very unconventional options, both in punish game and neutral game. But unfortunately for him, Armada like was brought up playing melee with Color W, and Color W basically the exact same player. You know, you got to be ready for every option that Falco has.
Yeah, that rising back air in shield, he tried to drift away, but that was already too late. He did that decision, and Armada was ready to punish it right away. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
smart choice.
Loved it, yeah. Late in the ankle, is that the word? Like off pitch, he knows like the shield does not really protect her at that point.
Yep.
Where it's where the shield is already a bit used.
Yeah, her legs are definitely unprotected. She could get some better protection for her legs. Maybe sunscreen. Or maybe, you know, I think Andy McDowell has like $1 million like leg insurance. Because her legs are so important for her as an actress that she has like $1 million insurance on her legs. Peach should get that. Oh, the unfortunate mid-shorten there by Humpe. Wanted to avoid the turnip, but didn't realize that it would be too short to actually grab the ledge there.
He knows! Armada knows!
No,
look at that! On the right! On the left!
Dude. Welcome to the blender, my man.
Oh la la. Okay. Waiting a bit. I love that crouch cancel to high jump just to flew away Armada. Okay.
Oh wow.
Like
reverse, yep, and there we go. That's gonna be the game. 3 stock for Armada. He got progressively better over the course of the set, I feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a clean 3-0 and a handshake. Humpe was so impressed that he couldn't help but laugh his ass off because it was too much for him. It was basically just too much for him. Poor Humpe now having to go all the way through losers.